Okay, perfect. You're good to go.
You're perfect.
Is it recording it now?
Yes.
Hey, Kevin. My sister-in-law died in a fire. Her Bible was beside her bed on a stand. Not a burn mark on the Bible. Awesome. Miracle from God.
But your sister's dead.
Oh,
The power of the Lord.
hold on, let me. I don't know how I linked that up, but I went, hi, my name is Kevin. Let's talk about queer stuff in Jesus. And today I'm joined by my friend Matthias Roberts, host of the Queerology podcast, blogger, speaker, workshop leader.
That's me.
I don't know what we're doing today, but you're in for a treat, Barbara. We're at the White Christian Conference, not the White Christian Conference, because that would be a different kind of party that I'm not into. Other people might be into that, but not me. I'm joined by my friend Matthias Roberts. Matthias Roberts, how do you feel?
I feel good. I mean...
Yeah, we've conquered day one. We've had a lot of fun.
We had ice cream.
We did. We ate pizza with a bunch of queer folks. So we went and got ice cream. We came back to the hotel room because like, what do you do when you're like at a conference but do more work?
Yeah, because all of your favorite celebrities are around.
Yeah, your favorite B and C list queer celebrities. Okay, so this is something I do want to talk about because like, I think that we've like touched on it a little bit, and it's this idea that like when you put your stuff on the internet or like you are creative in some way, that your life kind of becomes commodified in a little bit of way. Little bit of way. That's good grammar. But like, it's the feeling that a lot of people will say things to the effect like, oh my gosh, I feel like I already know you. When in fact, it's not quite that way. Have you experienced that with being a human on the internet who makes things? Especially in like being in such a tiny world like us.
Absolutely. I think the weirdest thing is when someone who doesn't tell me that they are aware of any of the things that I do. And then we're in the middle of a conversation and all of a sudden they'll bring up some random detail of my life.
Oh.
And I'll be like, what? How do you know that?
It's because they read your stuff or watch your stuff.
It's because I put my entire life on the internet.
Yeah.
And then forget about it promptly.
Yeah. Same. I will say like and maybe this is a little bit egotistical, but sometimes depending on the situation, it's like, why don't you know this about my life? I put it on the internet last week. But then I have to realize that some people actually don't live on Instagram stories like I do.
Or they just skip your stories.
Wow. The savagery. Austin's over there just like, ooh. So you did the Queerology podcast. You launched it 41 weeks ago?
Yeah, that'd be about right. Well, I took 2 weeks for Christmas, so it would have been 42 weeks ago, because we just did episode 40.
Good for you.
We're almost at a full year of Queerology, which I never knew that I had enough responsibility to do that.
Yeah. That's, like, seriously, because like I feel like also when you start creating stuff on the internet, like, it's not even like, they said for a while, I think like the motto was like content is king, while I would say that consistency.
Yeah, I mean, content's important, but consistency is way more important. Whenever people ask me for advice, I'm like, I want to start a blog, or I want to start a podcast. Brandon Robertson, 4 years ago, we were sitting on a beach, Laguna Beach, and I asked Brandon,
let the rain fall down. Anyone get that reference?
Hillary Duff, Come Clean.
And was the theme song for...
That was the first CD that I smuggled into my house.
Oh.
Because I was not allowed to listen to non-Christian music.
Wow.
And then I was convinced because she says, and I quote, let's go back to the beginning.
Back to when the earth, the sun, the stars all align.
And I was like, oh, that's Genesis. Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff is a Christian.
100%. She's a secret Christian. Amazing. That's amazing. But anyway, Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach.
And that was a reference because that's also the theme from the hit MTV show Laguna Beach.
I didn't know that.
Oh my, okay, that's right, because you didn't watch.
Because I was homeschooled.
Wow, okay. No, that was the theme song of Laguna Beach, which was like that teen dramedy.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dramedy, it was like a reality show, like, it was just like rich kids in high school, and like we all just wish that we were them.
Yeah, anyway, so on the beach, I asked Brandon, what is like one thing that I need to know if I want to do this work? And Brandon said to me, be consistent. And it was literally one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten. Was
Be consistent.
be consistent. You choose a day that you're going to write a blog post, you write a blog post, and you release it that day every day.
Mm-hmm.
Or every week or whatever. Just consistency. The content's important, but consistency is more important than
Yeah,
content.
because if you can train an audience, it sounds like we're, they're trained. Yeah, we're training you all, just so you know. Just like, so that your audience like knows and expects like, okay, you're gonna put out a blog on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or a video on... I just really like the awkward pause. I wanted to listen to it a little bit more. I had like two gin and tonics, so like I'm like feeling real good. What?
Nothing.
Listen, just because you disapprove of my lifestyle choices.
It's respectability politics.
Yeah, I'm not here for that. I've got my nails painted, I've got my hair curly. I'm here for no man. I don't know what that means.
Or possibly for all men.
Or I could be here for all men. Hey.
Austin says from the back.
You just want to like pull up a chair and get in this? Because
Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, I'm serious. Like I would love for you to be in this. I think it'd be really fun.
Okay, it's okay.
Just come I almost said come sit on my lap. That was so much. Question, what has been your favorite part of the Why Christian conference?
I think when Rachel Held Evans ran up to me and said, "You're my friend from the internet."
Aww. Rachel, do you want to be on our podcast? If you're watching this, I don't think you are, but if you are, I'd love for you to be on our podcast. Or just my podcast, because it's a competition. Okay, here's a real fact though. The reason I think that me and Matthias are such good friends is because, at least for me, like I remember the day that I recognized that I was jealous of you and then I told you. And then we were just like, oh, we're not really competitive. That's another thing too, with creating things on the internet, especially with people who are in the same stream as you. You need to like get jealousy out of your body and just like...
Or at least acknowledge it is there. I don't know that that's
Yeah.
something that we can ever necessarily get rid of.
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe we can, but it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to just recognize, like, I'm feeling jealous, that's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal to feel jealous, and then how do we move then?
Yeah,
Like-
what do we do? Like, now that we know that we're jealous, like, are we gonna stew in our jealousy, or are we gonna become the cheerleader for our friends and like what they're doing?
Yeah, because I'm like, anytime someone I know gets a book deal, I'm like,
Seething.
seriously.
Like, I will straight up like, I'll be real, like,
As we all stare at Austin.
I just, listen, I'm trying to be, the gay genderqueer Oprah. Okay, question. Here's another question. This is a gender question, and maybe you can answer it.
I'll shout from over here.
Okay. So, if I'm a genderqueer human, and I'm mostly identifying with my body, I'm mostly attracted to people of the same type of body that I have, would that be like the word gay? Wow. I've had a lot to drink.
Maybe none
Yeah,
of us
I don't
you should
think-
go on the internet.
Okay. Here's the thing to think about. It is only the medicalization of trans identities that has taught us that we have to have some discomfort with our bodies in order to be trans.
Oh,
You don't have to have discomfort with your body in order to be trans. It's just that that's what the medicalization of the identity has taught us that we must have in order to be real. So like, you don't have to be super uncomfortable with your body and be genderqueer. That's fine.
That makes so much sense because in the mental health field, it's the same thing where we're legally required to diagnose
Yep.
in order to get insurance.
Exactly.
When most people don't actually have mental health disorders, but we have to diagnose them with something in order
Yep.
for insurance to be able to pay for their
Accurate.
treatment.
Accurate.
Mhm.
So it's okay. You don't have to buy into the idea that you have to hate your body and not like parts of it. You can just be genderqueer. It's fine.
Revolutionary. I'm going to turn off this camera now because I'm realizing that I've had a little too much.
We've talked about nothing.
Which is lucky for you. That's what I like, as Bruno Mars said. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can connect with Matthias Roberts where?
Matthias Roberts across the internet, or Queerology Pod if you're into podcasts.
I can pull it together to record a podcast. Or should we wait till tomorrow?
You should maybe wait till tomorrow.
100% does not believe you.
Oh, damn it. And you can connect with me across the internet at theKevinGarcia on the blog. Subscribe, do all the things. Become a supporter on Patreon so you can get more queer Christian content.
Or you can support me.
Yeah, the less heathenistic person. I'm gonna turn off the camera now. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.